Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
What up? Another
How is
Tuesday.
everyone today? How is everyone? Don't even know. I hope there's somebody in the chat. Anyway, let's kick it off, guys. Let's kick it off. We've got girls in today. It's gonna be a lot of us. So we have Fatma, Joe, Chelsea, and Nash.
Woo!
Nash with her amazing new hair.
I know. Oh my goodness.
Nash
Oh, yeah.
always
My new
looks amazing.
person.
I mean, look at everybody always looks amazing. It's like, it's a challenge. You have to look good because everybody else overshadows you otherwise. We have Meg of the House Stark. By the way, I was dared by Cole to put Nana Side in my nickname, so
Yes,
No, I told her to
perfect.
do it for Twitter, and she didn't.
Oh,
Well,
oh.
one thing at the time. One thing at the time. We'll see how successful it is. Justice Con 1.5. Okay, then.
Oh, wow,
it
there's a lot
here.
of people.
This here on
I was just texting you to see where you were.
Oh my god, Amanda always looks so adorable. Look at her
Why
hair
are-
and her headband.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
I have no other reason to get. I even have on fake magnetic lashes, guys. Guys, can you?
Oh my god.
Look at her go. Look at her go.
Magnetic.
It's living like we're in 2020, people.
Well, it's been
a fun week.
Huh? Sorry?
It's been a fun week so far, and it's only Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, it is
Fun or
only Tuesday.
exhausting, but okay, we can go with it.
It feels like
But
it
this
should
is
be like
very
Thursday.
special week. I mean, we have 2 streams this week, not just one.
You get to dress up.
Maybe we'll remind you of that like a couple times during this stream because we also have a giveaway to announce later on.
Ooh.
But yeah, we are very thankful to Joe for that because she made it happen pretty much.
Yes, put the work in. Dirty Minds, you guys all, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
It wasn't going there, but now it is.
Maybe this time we're not going with the food. Okay, then. No, so yeah, we will have another stream on Saturday, which will be Halloween stream. We will dress up. So if you guys want to come and hang out with us, you can dress up too, by the way. Maybe you can even... What could we do? We could do something fun. We could do something like if you
This
dress
is a
up.
sneak preview of my outfit for Saturday, guys.
Is that Mr. Rogers?
That is, yes, it is Mr. Rogers.
But I thought
In my list.
you were doing something else.
No.
It was kind of a split personality.
I might be doing the illusion of misdirection.
Wait, did you say misdirection or miserection?
Both. Misdirection.
I'm
All right. We know where Meg's going to. There you
Wow.
go.
Okay, so hang on.
You
And then
already
we got
derailed.
South Africa. We got Bolivia. Where is everyone else from?
Yeah, where's everyone from?
Oh, I see Mickers is there. We know where you're from. I know where you live. I have your address.
I know where you live. That's not threatening.
Man, this
Yeah,
stream
not
is
threatening
getting
at all.
really dark really fast.
Hey, I know where all of you live almost.
Where's
except
everyone else
for Chelsea. She's the only one safe. For now.
For now.
I
Just
think
wait
I know
for-
where Chelsea lives. I think.
Well, I've got everyone else's address. Wait, no, Fatma. Don't know where you live yet.
This took a turn.
Oh my god,
It's
no.
getting really dark. Okay.
We're back part of Ireland. I don't think so mean. UK.
I'm in the northwest of UK.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Well, okay then.
There's a lot.
I think the United States is underappreciated. Guys, listen, my friend, it's a dumpster fire, and we're all just screaming.
Yeah.
Not even worse than the dumpster. We're worse than the
Everything's on
dumpster
fire.
fire right now.
I feel like I've been screaming for 4 years straight.
That's okay. Anyways, we have a lot of things to talk about today, ladies, don't we?
Yes.
Yes?
True.
Yes.
What
Yes.
about
You know what? I am so intimidated all of a sudden because Meg's like, okay, we gotta reel this in. Let's go.
Yeah.
If somebody mentions food.
Yes. Oh my God. No, but there
I
was
got cookies. I mean,
ooh, what kind of cookies?
it's a shortbread cookie. It used to be a pumpkin, but my son ate the stem off of it. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Okay then.
So he ate
It
the top
looks-
of it.
Now it looks a bit like field orange, but we'll take it. We'll take
Yeah.
it.
Showing you my chipped nail polish here.
Not tonight, Ab.
Is Zach going to join? Not today. Well,
No, not
I mean,
today.
it would be quite a shock if he did. But
He's hella
Yeah.
busy today. If you didn't see, like, he posted on his Vero, and then Debbie posted they went out and voted today, which means they probably had to stand in a queue to vote because they voted in person.
You're asking that because I'm wearing my false eyelashes. And no, the answer is I put these on just to feel fun. Not
no,
because
Zach is gonna join, but not this stream. But it's gonna be soon. We're hoping it's gonna be soon. We're trying to set it up, and we are hoping it's gonna be really soon.
Yeah. Now don't everybody leave at once, okay?
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Right.
No,
Yeah, don't everybody leave at once. Yeah.
We have talked about, let's think of the names that we've talked about. Ray Porter, Ray Fisher, Amy Adams, Zach knows every Zoom code. Yes.
Yeah, that's actually not really far off,
Yeah. I mean, he knows for this one, but yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
So speaking of Zach,
I woke up this morning and I had my coffee, and the very first thing that I saw was a message from Cole or Nana. I think, I'm not sure who, but one of you said, Zach just posted. And I was like, cup of coffee, go on Twitter. Actually, I went to Vero first because I assumed that was where it happened. But then there were like 3 posts today. I was like, what? He has his phone. He's using his phone.
Yeah. It was nice to see. It was nice to see a post today. I will not lie. Let's talk about that post a little bit. Hang on, let me open it. Which I will take some time so you guys can like talk.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
You ladies come here often?
Yeah.
I swear.
Sorry.
What do you swear, woman?
I know.
All right, here we go.
Just because Meg misses us.
I know. I miss you guys so much.
So Zach posted
There it
his,
is.
oh God, I forget what's called it. The slate. The
Clapboard.
Clapping slate.
Isn't it sleek? Like it looks so cool.
It
It looks so much
Yeah.
more. It
Brand
looks like
new.
so much more posh than the one that he gifted to Victor, Mighty Pegasus. Like that one looks like a normal slate. This one's like in your face. Look at me now, boy.
I love
I feel like
I like the reactions right here. Like Meg first one shows up Meg.
Yeah.
The logo is for Stone Quarry, which is his
Which is
personal
his
production
production.
company.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I
That was my first. I had to look that up myself.
Okay, so what I looked at was I tried to look at the like bottom right corner here, and I was like, is that an oven door handle? Is that a
Oh yeah,
is
you're
that
right.
a
Oh my
magnet
God.
on a dishwasher?
That's
the
in his
floor.
house. He's not
Or
on
at the
How
studio?
do you know? Like, have you ever been there?
His
But why
studio,
would there be an oven door in the middle of the set?
because their studio is
Oven
like
door.
another home.
Oh well, yeah, I know that
Absolutely.
part, but I mean
To have
like
a big office like that, yeah, it's a whole ass house.
no,
I
he
would
is
assume
not
that.
a communist.
Gee,
It's
come
not
on.
communism. We looked it up.
Quite. There is no.
What the heck?
There is
Hi,
no
boy.
scythe.
I think he's joking, guys. I think he's joking.
Yeah, I think he's joking too.
I know.
Yeah, we don't want that to start going around and then put it to us.
Yeah.
That's what I learned
The
from
Nerd Queen
the
said
movie.
Zach is a communist magically tomorrow. Wait.
League of
Right.
Mayhem promotes communism, guys.
Oh my god.
That's what he's
Earn
in
your
line to vote
purse.
for.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get canceled before we even started the stream.
Yeah, I know. Not do that.
You know, if we were monetized, this would be the moment we'd be demonetized.
Yeah.
But then like when you think back on it, I mean, it's actually surprising we made it like 4 streams into it before we got something controversial, so we're doing fine.
Yeah. We're good.
But I like this,
it's mostly just like
I was
recipes.
joking.
We
Seriously.
know. We
It's
know.
okay. It's okay.
We know, dude.
Okay.
I
It's
like.
fine, it's
So
fine.
here's my question: do you think that he actually uses this functionally, or do you think it's like commemorative?
I think he
No.
uses it.
There's no writing on it yet, but I think he actually uses it. I think because like those things cost upwards of $1,000, so I can't really. I mean, I know he's rich, but he doesn't seem like the kind of person to just drop chump change, you know?
No, I was thinking more like from the studio, like but the fact that it has his own
No, we don't
production
want
studio
this.
logo on it.
Yeah.
Controversy.
No, we do not want controversy.
Like, you didn't have enough of this. You didn't have enough this past weekend. You need to.
No,
Oh, man.
Mick, you
No,
need to find a
please.
hobby. Get a hobby. Stamp collecting, quilling, felting. It's really, you stab stuff just a lot of times, small stabs. That would be
What?
fun.
Is that what it is?
I'm telling him
We're in a really weird place.
it did.
But I know,
Well,
but no,
yeah.
I totally understand what you're saying. That's the only time I've ever thought about doing something like needlepoint, because then you get stabbed
Yeah.
over and over.
Oh yeah.
Felting is like you
Is that
take
the
pieces
appeal of it?
wool,
Like really?
like
the
a
appeal?
crepe. Yes, you take pieces of wool and you just stab it a bunch of times with like a needle until it forms into a ball. It felts.
Wow.
Wow.
It's a whole thing. So I'm just saying, Meg, if you want to like take your aggression out, you can. There you go. I
that
can't
a
even
threat,
knit. That's
Meg?
impressive.
Is that a threat? I can knit. Yeah.
I'll knit your funeral shroud, Mick.
No, so Chelsea, Nash, what do you guys think about what was your feeling seeing this for the first time? I mean, it's been such a long journey, and now to
Yeah.
finally see it, what do you guys
It's been-
think?
It's been like 3 years.
Yeah,
It doesn't,
Yeah.
it doesn't
for
feel
this.
real. It doesn't feel real.
I know.
I was like 18, maybe 17, and now I'm 21. It just doesn't feel real.
Oh
Oh,
my God, she's such a baby.
I know,
It's
seriously.
Counting, like,
Oh my god.
5.
What about you,
It
Nash?
feels like a dream. It's
Yeah.
incredible. It's like the Holy Grail. It's there. It's happening. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It was really cool to get the notification. I'm like, oh, Zach finally posted, and then I was like,
Wait, you did get a notification? Oh, right, on Twitter.
For Twitter.
You managed to get 0 notifications. Tell me your secret.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, really. If Vero allowed you to get post notifications, I'd only get it from
Zach.
and Debbie.
Yeah, same. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
No, I'm really looking forward to more little.
You know,
behind
I've seen
what?
some
Wait, so
controversy.
funny.
Since we're at the controversial topics earlier, I've seen some controversy about this like little bit of a
Oh my
I think is like
god.
the name of the movie. I swear, like how much longer are we
Again.
going on about this?
It's literally, see, the thing is that each person who is going to be using the clapboard for whatever reason, like if you're an official person, you get one with your title on it. So like even Fabian Wagner will have his own, and Zach will have his own with it says the director. So that's probably what it says.
Mhm.
Because like it's such an awkward spot. Like, cause it's Zack Snyder's Justice League, people. End of story.
Yeah. I just feel like there's so many people that just want to keep having something to fight about. And I mean, I don't know. It literally said in that article, the official title is of the project is Zack Snyder's Justice League. So let's move on.
Let's talk about that article.
Manufactured.
So let's talk about that
I
article.
mean, to me, it exposes the people who.
Go on.
Where was that article from? It was in a trade too.
It
Yeah.
was the Hollywood Reporter.
I mean, for me, I think Hollywood. Okay, yeah. So not like
we got this
some other
covered or
sites we
something.
know that maybe drop things that aren't reputable. Yeah. No, well, not.
Let's
not
not
like TMZ.
Yeah,
Right?
there we go. That's
Like,
safe.
not to say they haven't broke real stories before.
Yeah. No, I get you. Like,
But yeah, like I think this. Sorry, we keep talking over each other. They want a reason to be upset, and I think it shows who is here, who is participating in this conversation, the larger conversation in the fandom, who is participating it for like their own self-aggrandizement versus people who like really care about Zach's vision for this project and his art and like the concept of creative freedom.
yeah, I just think that like
because if you're upset about what the man said he wanted to name it,
yeah, no, I think that
you know,
we get news like we get this clapboard posted, and it's like the first thing people want to argue about is the fucking name. Still, who cares? Who cares?
At this point,
Yeah.
it could be called, I don't know, anything. It could be called Wall, and I'd still watch it.
It could literally just be called a movie, and I would fucking watch it.
A movie.
As long
a
as
movie.
Zach
This
wants,
thing is gonna
you know?
bore you. I'm buying tickets.
Yeah.
Wait,
No,
did you guys see the title that Ben Ebert came up with?
Who?
No.
Who?
You broke up there for a minute, Amanda.
Ben Everts. It was like, sorry, Ben Everts.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I want to say that it was like Dawn of
Dusk or something like that, or Dusk of
it was like
something.
Dawn of the Dusk of Justice.
Yeah.
Dawn of the Dusk of Justice League or something like that. And I responded with like
A movie by Zack Snyder. Yes.
a movie by Zack Snyder. There we go. I don't remember what it was, but Ben, I don't remember what you said exactly, but I came up with like the Watchmen army of the Owls of Ghoul. I like, listen, I'm gonna watch the Owls of Ghoul because it's by Zack Snyder. I'll watch anything he made.
Exactly.
I keep forgetting he did that movie. So you guys are talking about the Hollywood Reporter pieces, the Jared Leto and all those. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
my thing about those are tradition. Those are like textbook hit pieces, because the first paragraph and the last line are about Jared Leto, and maybe a little bit in between, but like 2/3 of the entire paragraph of the entire article was about Ray Fisher. I mean, both of them. So when you have something where like the entire article is about something completely unrelated to something
Other
to
than
what
the headline.
Yeah.
it's like completely outside the headline, and it's making accusatory, remarks about someone else. It's a traditional hit piece. Like I saw it and I was like, I never thought I would like see somebody be so blatant about it. I mean, they were just they weren't hiding it at all. I mean, I think even the second one, it didn't even get back to the original topic. It just ended on, WB and Ray and stuff. So yeah, those are
so it was written by the same guy as the last.
Same
guy.
exact guy.
Yeah, those are like textbook hit pieces, and so I really, really, really am surprised at Hollywood Reporter for putting them out, because it just really it's college stuff,
And someone
money talks.
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy is, yeah, amateur. I don't know who this guy is, and I don't know what his, like, if it's just these two pieces that he's written, or if he has written like everything about Justice League for the last 3 years at Hollywood Reporter, whatever. But I feel for this, like, having worked in press, I know that there's an agenda that your editors can push that you won't necessarily like get to have your say if your editor wants you to like twist it to be something else. So what happens is you sit in a room and you say, what's new that happened? And somebody says, oh, I heard about this thing with Jared Leto and the project. And they're like, cool. Keep pushing our agenda where we tie this controversy in because it's going to get more traffic. Like, it could be as simple as that. I don't want to assume that the guy has malicious. Well, not the author. I'm saying that there is absolutely an agenda against him. I just don't know who wants that agenda run. Is it the guy who writes it, or is it his editors? You know.
Well, yeah, the guy who writes it. You've got the editors, the proofreaders. There's a couple of different people they had to go through before he hit the screen.
Yeah.
It was just so funny because, like, the intention was obviously to talk about what the complete opposite, but like Jared Leto and Joker and Zack Snyder, those were all trending on Twitter. Everybody was stoked as hell. No one gave a crap about the bad stuff.
Yeah.
And then that's another thing too. When you do pieces like that, you have to interview. Why didn't you interview Leto or say that you tried, or, you know, maybe there was no mention that he even attempted. There's no mention of even attempting to interview Zach. There's no attempt to interview Ray even. So, you know, that if you're wanting to scream that you're a journalist, you know, you need to be contacting everyone that's involved in your
and exactly have integrity about it and follow the story instead of follow the agenda.
Exactly.
That's why people that's why people feel that they cannot trust, like, people who are in Ray Fisher's shoes feel that they cannot trust speaking to the media about X, Y, and Z, because they are like, are you going to follow the story, or are you going to follow your agenda?
That's literally like when Nana and I have done things like Project Comic-Con and whatnot, and we've ended up getting asked to do interviews with different outlets. We get really anxious because we don't know who's going to spin what. I think we've only gotten 2 because of the fact that everyone else was kind of sketchy.
Well, I get publicists asking now, when I do a request for an interview, they ask me, what is your angle? What is your coverage going to look like? They want to know, they want some kind of commitment in writing, so that when, you know, when it comes out, and if I wrote a hit piece against someone, they can say, well, in this email, you said you were just going to talk about the new movie. Why did you end up going after what she said on Twitter? You know? And so nowadays they want to know what your motive is before you're even let in the door if you go through the publicist. That's what it makes it harder for us independents when you've got staff writers doing shit like this.
Yeah.
I mean,
ding, ding, ding.
I'm media. When people talk about they don't trust the media, I'm the fucking media, people.
And you're not trustworthy, Joe. I said it.
Amanda.
Well, as you know, Joe, when Nana and I first met you, and after talking to you once, just like, we realized you were one of the few good ones. And that's why we started like putting you out there. We were like, you can trust her. Listen to her. She's talking truth.
Now, don't you dare turn into a bad one, because we would never live it down.
I don't think
don't make us liars.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm so disgusted with the way the media, with what I've seen as a part of the fandom. I'm so disgusted with what I've seen that I don't think that you don't have that worry. The worry should be somehow my getting a platform to where I can go after them. Because I could like take apart that Hollywood Reporter article piece by piece and tell you what he did wrong in it. And, you know, by the time I got done, I would give him a grade of probably a D+, because it does communicate well, so he wouldn't get an F. But I just really, I really feel like somebody needs to take these people to task because they're ruining it for the indies that are out there who have to, go after the stories on our own,
And then people complain because you aren't willing to like drop certain information, or you're not willing to whatever. And you're like, dude, just because I'm trusted with this information does not mean it's my story that I get to break whenever the hell I want.
Right.
Like I have an obligation to act with integrity because the only name on your brand is your name. You don't have like a whole legal team behind you like you would at the Wall Street Journal, for example, as Ben mentioned, or the Hollywood Reporter or wherever. Yeah. It's funny because like it makes a lot of sense now when you see celebrities that are like, oh, media, oh.
Yeah.
Or when you see the other side of it, you're like, yeah, I understand why you would never want to leave your house or do an interview or anything.
Well, and there was like, when I get to interview them and, and I interview people and they're shocked at, just the treatment. And I mean, that to me, that kind of is like a stab in the heart. Like, you should be surprised that I'm asking you the questions I told you I was going to ask, or that I'm treating you as like you're a human being, maybe fangirling just a little bit, but I'm treating you like a human being, So, yeah. What?
Hold on, I have a secret. I'm going to tell you.
Okay. All right, everybody.
Ringing.
All right, I'll plug my
ear. Everybody.
Whoever is calling me right now.
Okay. I'm ready. They're not listening.
Sorry, my phone. I'm so sorry. Okay, here's the secret. Everyone else, plug your ears.
Yeah.
Steven has been talking about doing this article review as a YouTube channel. So you should combine forces.
Wow.
Okay, you guys are good.
Wow.
We heard absolutely none of that.
The funniest thing. Like,
Cole, you weren't supposed to listen.
Fun.
Like, he's like what I'm talking about, though, then,
Perfect. No, that's a really cool idea, actually.
Yeah, I think so too. I think, like, as far as this article, I think
it should do exactly what you're talking about, Joe, to teach people how to critically read media articles and to understand how to read between the lines to see the agenda.
I can already think of like the format of how each video should go and just how funny it could be.
Even
like what? Okay, so walking through.
Poor guys gonna wander in like the folk.
The what, Joe?
No, I want to walk me through it. What would this show look like, Cole?
I mean,
if I did the show,
I'll go get him, Steven. No, not I can go. I'm go real loud. Hold on. He's upstairs and I'm downstairs. He's probably looking out a window. I'll be right back.
No, I'm talking about if I did it. Cole said she could like imagine it.
Imagine.
I really didn't mean to distract us that much.
I just wasn't expecting that.
I'm just glad that no one was actively drinking something at the moment. That
Oh, Amanda.
Someone clip that.
Did you actually say that?
That is looking out a window.
Make sure that picture goes up in the post tomorrow.
I think I missed the joke.
You did.
I'll explain it to you after the stream.
It was something about a window. You can.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. I was like, let's not revisit.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyway.
We're
Nash, your snowman melted. I made Nash a snowman last week, guys, because it snowed here in Iowa.
I saw that. That was so cute.
Yeah. Back to the article. There we go, Fatma. Back to the article review.
Yes.
I mean, I did. Me up.
I made Nash a snowman. Have you ever made a snowman, Nash?
What?
Have you ever made a snowman?
Oh,
Have you ever
that
made a
was so
snowman?
cute.
Okay, if you guys keep saying this, this is like
I love
the
that.
chorus of the Frozen song, and we're not doing this.
It's just gonna be
And you're
Like,
already
for
stuck
my 4-year-old to come.
I do remember the song.
You keep saying that.
Please don't do this.
The Frozen song, you don't want to do that.
I'd sing, but
Don't do
nobody
this.
wants to hear that. Like everybody would leave if I did that.
Karaoke
Anyway.
stream.
No.
That actually would be kind of funny.
Okay, listen, I did
I
choir.
am the judge
I've
then
been
because I'm
competitive
not
choir
singing.
for 15 years, and even I won't sing on my own for karaoke. Okay.
Ignore my
choir?
screaming children if you can hear them, by the way. That's just happy screaming, apparently. It's fine.
Aw.
I'm just going to go kill them. I'll be right back.
I mean, it's worse when it's quiet, I think. No?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I learned
when
that
it's
the
quiet,
hard way
there is
in
something.
babysitting. When it got quiet, they were putting something in the toilet.
I think it's still
I
could be
literally paid $700 last week because Shep flushed baby wipes.
Oh no.
Oh,
Like that many baby wipes.
Oh, I remember you telling me.
I haven't.
Oh my
How would
God.
we do this?
What is there to
Karaoke.
sing? There's nothing that we can all do.
Let's all.
It's exactly. We hum a part.
Everyone
I'm
has a
clarinet,
part.
C2.
Oh my god,
Like,
here we are.
yeah.
You know what? I think we should just take a turn and go back to that THR article. This is turning into a really strange
Yeah,
conversation.
let's roll it back.
No, I think my problem with the THR article wasn't just obviously what was the worst was the slander of Ray, but there were other things like the fact that we know that when Zach reveals things, he doesn't reveal them like this. Even when it came to the revealing the movie and it went to the trades, he first revealed it himself before the trades had the articles roll out. So the fact that, there's suddenly a trade article where it comes out, that there's a Joker in his film and that this is what it's officially called and all that stuff, I mean, the information's true or likely it's true. But the issue here is it's not how he would have announced it himself, which again, it sort of points into, what are the intentions behind it? It's not, I don't think it's probably not necessarily just to slander Ray. It may also be, regarding to the film itself and Zach himself, and we've seen this before. We've seen this in the media before BVS. We've seen this in the media before, Justice League came out. It's just there is so much happening in these articles. And I think that it was interesting to watch because when the article first came out, obviously everybody got excited because, I mean, it's Jared Leto coming back as a Joker, all that stuff. Yeah. But you could tell that a lot of people that I know in the movement very quickly caught on and very quickly started tweeting out, this is as great as this news is, this is weird because Zach doesn't announce things like that.
And Zach didn't talk about it at all. If he doesn't talk about it at all, then that's telling.
Well, the journalist didn't even quote him as a source either. So I doubt they even thought to go to ask him anything, which is.
Did he even get a heads up? Did he even get a call from them to say hey, we're breaking this? A lot of the times when a newspaper wants to go around so if THR wanted to go around Zach, they'll do a courtesy call to be in 12 hours, this news is going to break.
Yeah.
And that's so that person's publicist, whatever story they're going to break, can get ahead of it. Maybe. Did they even do that? It just feels like the article was
maybe the
two purposes.
Maybe they called his assistant. Someone far down, but by the time it reached him, it was too late.
Yeah.
I think it just sucks.
No, it's called a courtesy call for a reason. I think it was a big FU to Zach and to people who are going to hold Hollywood accountable. Right?
the rhetoric in it, it was all pointed, it was all negative. And if you look at certain at the language, if you look at the language in it, I mean, just aside from the content, it was all negative. It was all negative. So I mean, it presented things in a way with the headline that it was going to be like giving us something, but then when you look at the details and you read through the language, it was a very negative tone piece.
Which, if you don't understand, if you don't understand the nuance behind what's going on, like if you don't know who Ray Fisher is, you read this article and that's your authoritative opinion on who this person is and what role he plays in the industry. And it's like, wow, we've gone from
child.
Yeah, we've gone from being plucked by an absolute genius of a director, dumped into an amazing role in an epic film, to getting completely taken out of that film, getting harassed, not completely, but damn near completely, getting harassed, having your character gone after. And then when you try to stand up and say, dude, something wrong is happening, it just gets more like the hate becomes more intense from the industry itself.
Yeah.
Gosh, I hope Zach doesn't feel bad that Ray is like in this shit now. Oh man.
now you're like,
that trail of thought went, you know, like it just like, I don't know. I think that it's just there's definitely something malicious behind the scenes on this stuff, and I think that we should be aware of it too, because like, let's face it, majority of the fandom shared that article because we were excited. I mean, we shared it. Like,
so did I.
Is there anyone in this room who didn't share it? And it's like, so we all shared it, and then only then, you know, we realized, okay, hang on, something is not right here, because we were so excited. And it makes sense. We got excited because of the news.
That's what they were counting on. That's why the freaking title was not, this is a Ray Fisher hit piece. The title was like something for you to get excited about.
Yep.
So essentially they got the fandom to retweet a piece that was a hit piece. And it's like, you know,
it took most of us like a few hours to realize. Like, Nana figured it out a lot faster than I did. So maybe like for her it was like 40 minutes. But like for other people, I saw like an hour or so, and then people like, oh. It was like, there goes the light bulb over everyone's heads. It's like, yeah, that happened.
That's how they work, though. I mean, you're so hyped by the title that it takes you a little while of reading it before you're finally halfway through, and you're like, oh, this is not what I thought it was, you know. And then some people, they will tweet an article and then save it for later to read, you know. So a lot of people probably just tweeted it out because others did and didn't read it right away, you know.
It was you know, it was it's a strategy, you know, to fool us and to put like not like, you know, to put hit pieces out there. So I think that like as a fandom we need to try and be more aware of what these articles are when they come out, because like
and who we're amplifying.
Yeah, exactly, the voices that we're amplifying. Just like, I mean, the Joker news and the official title, I believe it's true. I just don't believe that this is how it was supposed to be announced. That's essentially what it is. And then, obviously, information about Johnsonburg, like, willingly stepping down. I mean, does anybody really believe that?
That's bullshit.
Yeah, that's screaming bullshit right there. I read that and I was like, yeah, they were dragged out kicking and screaming.
The entire thing just really stinks. And I think, you know, because all of the other articles that they tried to hit Ray with, they didn't land. They didn't do well at all. And the fandom just, like, didn't allow any traction for it to happen. This was such a sinister way of doing it, because it played on the excitement and the things that we feel like we should get righted, especially because of Jared Leto's own mistreatment with Warner Brothers. So it's almost like, well, here you go, this is a great thing for you to enjoy, but guess what, you're being tricked into it. So it's very malicious and very vindictive the way it was done. And My only advice is with articles before you share.
Yeah,
I guess take the headline.
Jessica,
and
that isn't it.
Yeah. Sorry.
Amanda, you're breaking up quite a bit.
But yeah.
Sorry. Jessica made a point here that it's a smoke screen.
Mm-hmm.
So, and so to go on to something else. Yeah. So, how about Joe Manganiello totally ruining the surprise by taking his new hairstyle? I was like, dude, bro, come on.
Okay, but like, how about him looking real good in that hairstyle?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
But still, it's like everyone saw that. It wasn't even like a scoop. It's like we all know. All of us, Zack Snyder, we know exactly what you're doing. Like, bruh, come on.
Yeah, I feel like that was probably almost inevitable because of, obviously it's
his
a drastic
presence.
Yeah, but like that's an event that he had to go to, so it's like, I mean, he could have maybe wore a hat or something, but
or a wig.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd be able to hide it anyway.
Yeah, I don't think he would have really been able to hide it, so it was kind of inevitable that one was going to come.
I actually think that if he was purposefully hiding it, it would be more suspicious than when he went like this.
Honestly, I think he was like, he was probably told, like, even if he's not there for photography, he was probably told, okay, we need you to do the bleach again if you want to keep your normal hair. And he probably was like, okay, but can I go out in public? And like Zach probably thought about it, I was like, sure.
Yeah.
He's such an online personality, with like D&D and everything. It's just hard not to see it, but still, I was laughing. I was like, you're such a troll. But he loves it. You could tell he loves it. He was like randomly liking comments and posting emojis, and he was
he was. That's cool.
Yeah, he's excited. He definitely honestly, I started imagining him in Deathstroke costume, but like
I know, me too. The thought of him coming back as Deathstroke, I am so excited because we really haven't seen anything.
The actual,
yeah. So it's gonna be really cool to like. That's one thing. Like, okay, yeah, it sucks that it got, I don't know, announced the way it did, but we really still don't know much about his character and how he's going to play him. So
I feel like the only movie that I've anticipated for longer than this is like Avatar 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's it. And that's because we knew about those like a dozen years ago.
Yeah.
It's funny. I remember when I first saw that scene in the cinema of him as Deathstroke, and I literally like turned to my best friend John. I kind of like screamed at him, "I'm in! I'm sold!" There. Yeah. That made up for a moment. That after credit scene completely erased the disappointment I had. So like, holy crap, let's go.
I must say that after credit scene in Justice was probably like the only really good thing about it. Like that one got me hyped too.
Mm-hmm.
Like my poor friend, I grabbed his arm and I was like death gripping it, and then when Lex comes on, I was like, oh my God. And he's like, be quiet.
It's the thing, like I am a sucker for a villain, so like for me when I saw it I was like, oh, this is exciting. Yes I like that.
And even the thought of him and Batfleck just like interacting at all is such a cool thing. Like I don't know, I'm just so excited to finally see what's gonna happen in the future.
I've been loving that people have been taking GIFs of Jared Leto's character from the Purple Lamborghini video where he's on the yacht, and they've been stitching it with Deathstroke on meeting Lex. And it looks so good, like an actual scene from the movie. It's like, we're cutting this, we're getting
it's like all of these characters and like the castings, they all fit so well together. Like all of them are just amazing actors, like Ben Affleck, Jared Leto, Joe Manganiello is great too. And then Jesse Eisenberg, like seeing them all interact together is just gonna be like insane.
I hope we get a villain like selfie at one point.
Oh yeah.
If we
That
do,
would be
I'll
funny.
cry. I will literally cry because I'll be like, just baby.
Yeah.
I like seeing villains in costume, but set photos where they're like drinking from a Starbucks or something. Yeah,
Eating a
like where they're
sandwich.
like laughing.
Yeah.
There's a picture somewhere of Tom Hiddleston's Loki just asleep with a mask on his eyes, and it's just so funny.
Casual villainy.
So I find this really funny that Ben and Joe are so tall because they always like frame scenes a little bit differently when Henry's in the room with Ben. Technically, Batman's not supposed to be taller than Superman.
Yeah.
And Ben's just like
Henry's like what? I think like 6 foot, so it's quite a noticeable difference.
And you know, Ray Fisher is really tall, and I'm really short. And the one time I met him, I was like,
he's really tall. I would not.
He's like 6'3", no?
Yeah, he's about 6'3", and I am 5'3". That's an entire foot he has.
Oh my god!
It was funny though, because let me tell a story real quick. So my little brother, who was at this convention with me when we met Ray, we first talked to him at autographs, and I gave him a present from the fandom, which was tweets that said "Happy Birthday," and we chatted for a while, and we really connected. And then when he saw us again at the photo opportunity. My brother, when we go to conventions, he rides in his wheelchair because it's just easier that way to keep track of him mostly. And so Ray leans forward and he's like, "Here, let me help you." He takes his hand and practically yeets my 200-plus brother, who built like a small linebacker, into the next foot. He's like, "Here." Oh. He's like, "Sorry, I am so sorry." And
I'm not aware of my own strength. You are part machine, sir.
Yeah, come on, dude.
It was just so funny because, like he looked at Christian and he's like, I think he realized he was like, Christian, my brother, if he didn't have CP, he would probably be like a starting linebacker in a football team. He's just built that way. So everyone looks at him, they see he's a big guy, but then he's like, yank. And the people running the photo op are like, no.
My money's still on Nana taking out any of these fuckers. Sorry, can I say that? This is Netflix, right? I can say fuckers.
Taking out who?
In case you guys didn't know, Nana is like Olympic level hockey good.
Yes.
In case
no, that's long gone. That's like 10 years ago.
It was you still were at one point, so that's what matters.
Amen.
Give her a hockey stick and she changes. You know?
Yeah.
No, put her on skate.
She's actually 8'4".
Okay, no. What's unfair is Nana is like 5'6", and then she wears heels, and I'm sure once again I might remember. I'm 5'3" and I never wear heels. So I'm just like, really, is this necessary? But then she can reach them for me. So
okay, but you say, really, is this necessary about almost anything? I dress up cute because we're going out. Really, is this necessary? I put on makeup. Really, is this necessary?
She'll dress like she's ready to go on a date or something to be a bad bitch. And I'm just standing there in t-shirt and jeans. I'm like, fuck, well, I got to change. Like, why do you do this to me? We're on vacation.
Oh, you guys.
But the one time that I ever got to see her skate in person was we were at an ice rink in Detroit, and I loved watching her skate because it was the most natural thing, like just to see her glide across the ice. And then I tried for the first time in like 10 years to get on the ice, and I made it a few feet, and then I got stuck and I couldn't move, and the momentum just pulled me into the center. I'm like, Nana, help!
I'm gonna ask something
that was at
really
the time
stupid.
when I had another 5 kids running around that ice rink. It was great. Like, it was awesome.
She had to come tow me, to like come and grab my hand and like tow me over to the edge. I was like, never again. Never again.
Nash, I'm going to ask the stupid question. I know it's a stupid question before I ask it. Is hockey a thing that people would do with their spare time in an equatorial country?
Not at all.
Hockey's not a thing. Hockey's not a thing. Not even like we have a hockey team where. Okay.
See, I loved playing floor hockey in high school. Floor hockey was my jam, but
Oh yeah.
Indoor sport. You're an indoor cat, Cole. You're such an indoor cat.
No, I was a soccer kid for the longest time, but after I had to leave it when when my health started to decline, I would try to find different sports to fall in love with in gym. And by the time I found floor hockey, I had been banned from several sports for varying degrees of situations beyond my
aggression.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say aggression.
A little bit. I mean, I got banned from golf from playing sword fighting with golf clubs. I got banned from tennis because my serving arm would twitch for some reason, and I would end up throwing the ball all the way into the construction site next to the court. I got banned from volleyball for a little while because I would punch and not hit. And that's apparently not allowed.
God.
You know, I got banned from volleyball too because I broke my friend's nose by accident.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, accident.
You know what I mean? I have money on Nana.
Accident. Okay. We call them.
So I wanted to. I don't know what's it called. Okay, like my English is not good enough for this, but like the part where you jump over like the net and you just kind of like
when you spike it. Yeah.
Okay, so I managed to hit my friend's face. Okay, it wasn't intentional.
Oh my god.
That poor woman.
I think by my senior year so I had the same gym teacher for all 4 years of high school.
Right.
And by my senior year, he showed me his grade book where he had little notes next to my name. And he was like, "Why have I banned you from so many sports?" I'm like, "I don't know." And then I would hurt someone by accident. And he would be like, "That's why." Right.
A
It
reminder.
was on purpose,
Sure.
I swear. Scouts
Well,
honor.
I was also banned from basketball, but that was because I was complaining too much. Like, so we were playing, and I would be too harsh. Apparently, basketball is not a sport where you're supposed to throw someone in the wall when they're in your way. So,
I mean, street ball rules. Yeah.
You can't check someone into the board.
There's no checking in basketball.
so
I mean, if you're on a street playground, I mean, street.
How are you supposed to play this game and get anywhere with the ball?
That's the trick. That's why it's
And that was like, oh, it was fair game, man.
So, you know, it's just like it wasn't exactly my sport, okay? I admit.
With any sport where you can't check someone into the boards is not your sport. We know.
Wait,
See,
now I want to know because I'm curious. Okay, Chelsea, what sports do you play? Did you play? Do you play?
I used to play softball. That was like the big one that I used to play.
No.
But I wasn't really a sports
Okay,
person.
we are.
I did not like working out. I didn't like physical stuff at all. I still don't.
Same.
Word.
Fair.
Mhm.
So softball is like stand still, run a little, stand still, run a little.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like playing in the dirt for a
Not
little
like
while.
running for a mile.
See, I couldn't
Yeah.
stand softball because it was too much anxiety.
Put you in the outfield, you just make daisy chains.
Usually where I was just like playing in the dirt.
You're an indoor cat. Again, I said you're an indoor cat. Nash.
Nash, what
Yes.
sports did you
Yes.
play?
I played softball when I was in like middle school. But
Nice.
My thing is
hockey.
soccer.
Word,
Soccer.
yes,
Yeah.
what position?
But the funny thing is, Brazilians love soccer, but they don't love women playing soccer that much.
Of course
So-
they don't.
Americans too.
You know, this is exactly Czech Republic with hockey. Czech people love
Yeah,
ice
right?
hockey, but they don't like women who play ice hockey that much.
Yeah, just like a sub note for you people watching, Nana didn't only play hockey; she was on the boys' team.
So she was checking boys into the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why she's our enforcer. There you go.
Accidentally.
Money.
I wasn't checking anybody because I was a goalkeeper. They weren't really okay with goalkeepers throwing
Padma,
people.
what sports did you ever play?
You didn't throw anyone during your whole time playing hockey.
Wait. So you just let people fling hockey pucks at your face?
You
Like
can't-
that's less hardcore.
You
Hi, I'm a
can't
brick
do
wall, and
deflect.
you're supposed to fling hockey pucks at me. But I didn't check anyone.
She didn't check herself before she wrecked herself.
You know, they would say that
She checked. Get it? No. Okay.
Are those all your teeth, Nana? The teeth God gave you?
no, my teeth is fine. My teeth is fine. But no, they were saying that goalkeepers are the craziest people in ice hockey because they're willingly going to the goalpost, getting shot at by small piece of rubber flying like 100 miles per hour.
You bet your ass she is.
Hell yeah.
Always has been. You just didn't know. We all learned about the
I
hockey
keep
stick.
trying to get Fatma's attention. What sport did you ever play? If you did.
None, really.
Baking.
I tried tennis, but the rackets have holes in them because I never hit them. Just saying. It's not my fault.
I love that. I love that
Like,
argument.
That's amazing.
I know that, you know, what's his name? I love him so much. I love the guy that played with Serena, Andy Murray. I love him, and I know that he can do it, and I know Serena Williams is a beast and she does it, but it's not my fault when I can't do it. Just saying.
You also didn't have parents who started you learning at like 4, which I think is how you become a professional athlete, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, the sport that I like to do is swimming, and that's very much solo and on my own pace and in my own world. But other than that, I wasn't that great. Wait, rounders. Rounders is something that I think I could be all right with.
Rounders?
Wait, what's that?
What is that? Says the Americans.
What the hell's that?
It's like cricket, but it's not cricket. And like, wait, it's like baseball. Wait, baseball?
Yes, baseball and cricket are the most alike.
The thing is, I don't know how baseball is played. Really, I just know
like cricket.
Well, then I think it's a mix of both. Anyone in the comments in the UK knows how to describe rounders and how close it is to either cricket or baseball.
This is like
Nick says it's like baseball.
Please do. We already translated nose goes.
Mick, thank you.
Starting that again? Oh my gosh! Don't do that again. No.
Thank you, Meg.
Wait, what are we doing now?
I don't know.
I
didn't want to be the last one.
He said we explain nose goes, and I just
Joe refuses. Joe and Fat Bar like, I'm not doing it.
I just don't want to poke myself in the eye. Okay.
Oh yeah.
You're wearing glasses, woman.
Wait, you're not going to poke yourself in the eye. You're wearing glasses.
Find a way.
That's how difficult this is, you guys.
Wait, so if it's closer to baseball, is it because like cricket has the three? I'm embarrassing myself. Yes, let's not.
This is going great. The sports talk is going
great. We can't help you with the cricket terms. I mean, I can't.
You're on your own.
I don't follow
I can't help either because I'm in Wales, and Wales is more rugby than cricket.
Yes, but I don't know anything about rugby either.
I know something about rugby. If I turn on a match, I usually catch on the rules in like half an hour, but
you have bases. The 3 bases is what you're thinking about. Home plate, and then first, second, third base is baseball. But yeah, rounders. Okay.
I haven't played a game of rounders since I was in year 11, which is end of high school, which I 16. So I've not played it in 10 years. So I don't
Well,
know.
that explains
Okay,
what,
so that's
like,
that's
I'm
another
sort
sport.
of like I'm
do.
happy
Too much
for this
anxiety.
because given how little you know about it, it would probably be very confusing if you've been playing it very recently.
I played it last week. Don't know what it's called. Wait, so Joe can't.
Do we
Bye.
need to do the thingy?
What?
Wait, what?
The thing. It's
Oh,
like
are we
the
doing-
first hour.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Time to tell the story of the giveaway. Yes. No.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
We may be having a
Joe's
special guest.
on it.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna pull up
Wait.
the picture and
Joe, are you going to have a guest announce it? The guest that's with you right now?
He doesn't speak
It's like-
English, but yeah, we can try.
I have no idea if you're talking to a human or a cat.
Say hi, Avery.
Hi.
Oh, he's so cute.
This is Avery.
Hi, Avery. You're beautiful.
Say hi.
Bye
Oh my
bye.
gosh. Look at the hair.
Look at your cool hat.
Hi, Shiraz. And you know, Shiraz, you know, for the
Hi,
people watching, keep
Shiraz.
your eye on Mr. Faruqi here.
Oh.
He's got good stuff coming.
It just got so wholesome. A baby showed up. Shiraz showed up. Mr. Rogers is here. So wholesome.
Yes.
So,
let me find the giveaway picture but you guys explain the giveaway. I'm gonna find the picture.
okay. So, sponsored by Joe Nita's husband from House of L Comics. We will have a giveaway that you will have from today until Friday. Maybe
Saturday until
until during the day Saturday to enter. And the prize is a few comics that is donated by Joe's hubby. And so to enter, you have to follow both House of L Comics, which will be on a graphic we'll have up whenever Nana finds it, and the Nerd Queens on Instagram. And then you just drop us an email and with your Instagram and then we will choose from that pool of people who enter.
Oh no, I put the wrong one up. Didn't I?
Also,
It's not
this
censored.
info will be tweeted, so you don't have to go get a pen and
for sure.
paper.
I knew she would do
Yeah.
that.
There will be a tweet. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Also,
not the
if
right
you're in
one,
the
so-
if you're in the Chicagoland area, I'm sorry, Joe. Before I say this, does he have a brick and mortar? A brick and mortar store?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been collecting like his whole life, so this is like the natural evolution of that.
You don't need to be geographically in a specific place. You can get comics from anywhere.
Check him out on
Man,
Instagram.
2020 is great.
It
And
really,
you can support
it really is.
you can support Mr. Joe
Yes.
Davis, and you can support this little girl.
Oh, he's really gonna kill me for that one. Yes.
He can kill me. It's fine.
Yeah, he's a big teddy bear. He won't.
All right, here we go. This is the
Okay,
right one.
There we go.
Thank you, Nana.
Thank
That
you.
took way longer than I anticipated. But
Beautiful.
yes, so here's the giveaway. Rules again, follow the accounts and send us an email with your handle so that we can
Mm-hmm.
put it all together. And
it's okay if you've already followed either House of L or the Nerd Queens before. Just tell us you did, and we'll check. We are checking. We will check. I don't like liars. I will be checking personally, just so you know. I'm watching you,
Yes.
all of you.
Do you guys want to
So-
see him?
Yes.
yes, show us. Hang on.
So my husband, his name is
Come on,
Donovan.
other
He kind
Oh
of
my God.
specializes in what they call key issues and grails. That's like the
Ooh.
lingo of the collector. Yes. So these are like really, really like key issues. Like this one is, I'll tell. Well, you guys can probably tell why this is a key issue right here. You see it?
Punchline.
Hot,
There you go.
hot.
The introduction and punchline. There you go.
I can't wait to
Batman
read.
100. So, and then this
Excuse me
one.
while I get really close to my phone so I can look at it.
Catwoman.
Oh my god.
Oh, so
She's
good.
so pretty. Oh my
So
god.
hot.
That's my favorite.
Kim
costume
Kardashian's
ever.
body
Cool.
straight from Cat. Look at those boots.
I know, right?
I thought you said boobs for a second. I was like, where?
I mean, yeah, look at the boobs.
I mean,
too,
her
but-
boobs are hot too, but you know.
Yeah.
The boot. I love that it's a boot instead of like a dainty little heel that you can't kick ass in. Like
You can't run in, right? Yeah.
ass
And then this
stomping.
one, this Dead
And then
Planet.
this one, which I wanted to steal. So you guys like be happy that you. Oh my god!
I don't know why mine-
Poison Ivy.
It's so
No, yeah.
beautiful.
and it's like by Peach Momoko, and it's green, so like the green screen is popping up, I guess.
That's okay.
So yeah,
I love
Deceased
it.
Dead Planet #1. They're all three in great condition. He does the whole. He's like the type of collector that does the whole CGC thing. So whenever I go buying comics and I get a really good one and I'm showing him, I stop showing him my comics, by the way. I'm like, hey, look, this is a really cool one. He's like, okay, let me have that one. We're going to go CGC it. And CGC, it means they stick it between plastic.
Yep.
Plastic. That you cannot peel it open and you can't read your comics. And that frustrates me. It's so frustrating. Let me see if I can find one right here. I got one.
Why would you do that?
I don't know if you, well,
Hang on.
way up, but I
Almost
got one
like
here.
shadow boxed.
Yeah, it
Could
gets
you
graded.
can
It's not coming out.
you can take this out after, right? Like if you decided to, you could like.
No.
Yeah, you
Very
could, but
Cool.
This is not coming out. This thing is not, there's not,
Wait.
no.
That's like theft proof at the at
Yeah,
a
it's not coming
store.
out. So,
That's so pretty though. Why is
Green
it?
screen
What's going on
No,
here?
it's not.
Green
It's like a
screen
jewel
thing.
case for your comic, except you don't get to read.
it's more for like
That's
display
annoying.
purposes.
it is. And well, it's to
Yeah.
keep them,
I get it. I get
you
it.
know. So like the grade, like you see at the top, it has a grade on it. Like this
Yep.
one, this is a really good grade for this one. So that's to keep it, pristine. You keep it in plastic,
Yeah.
and you can use that,
I know.
So-
I'm just one of those people who's like,
and there's no breaking into this. My 4-year-old
Yeah.
tried. She loves Poison Ivy and Harley
My
Quinn.
4-year-old tried. I
She's tried to
I
get
like
into
that
this
really-
one. If you look, you can't see it, but there's teeth marks on one side
that's
of
how we
this.
test them.
See, okay, that's a child after my own heart. That's how I look at stuff, too.
Her name's
so
Quinn,
here
by
we
the
go.
way. Yeah.
One more time
Yes.
You can enter and win one of those amazing comics, and I will be so jealous of whoever wins the deceased one. By the way,
Yeah.
just sending it out, okay?
Yeah,
Just
I think
like-
he's in
So
the
we'll be
comments. I saw
posting
Don
this, and
Davis in
we
the
will-
comments. I think he's in the comments. Yeah, there he is.
So
In the
we'll be
comments.
posting this post thing, this picture. Anyway, I forgot words. Anyway, and we'll also be linking the Instagrams just to make it so painlessly easy for you that even a caveman can do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, computers might be a little intimidating for cavemen. I don't know. An actual caveman,
Come on,
like
Amanda,
Encino
you're
Man.
American. Amanda, you're American. Did you not get the Geico reference?
I got it.
Oh,
I got
no,
it.
I did. My caveman reference is Brendan Fraser from Encino Man, as it should be for everyone.
Don't date us, Amanda, please.
I will date you if you let me, Joe. Get it? See?
Yeah, I got it.
Fatma's explaining what she liked to do for fun. I don't even remember what it was you said earlier, but you were like, not really sports. And I was like, are you actually 84? And you just have us all tricked. It's like all gray hair under your hijab. And you're like, no,
Oh my
I'm just
God, what?
poreless, but I'm 84. Like,
And
it
she
just
just
sounded
does
like
a really
such a
good
grandma
makeup job or
moment.
She
something.
does have a
She's really good at
great
makeup.
skincare routine. So
Yeah, she does. She
Blood of
does.
innocence. That's
Yes.
it.
Blood of innocence.
I don't.
That's
You
a
can
concern.
imagine whatever color I have. That is completely up to your imagination. Some of you have seen it, so but
yes,
like
yeah.
No. I'm just saying.
As a
You
joke.
look great for 84.
No,
That's all
also,
I'm saying.
how did it turn to me? How did the topic come to me? What's going on? What were we talking? Wait, was it
Because I'm
yes,
here.
I stopped.
No, because
oh, good lord!
yes, it was the leisurely
It's
lap
publicity.
around the pool that got me in. I saw my mother-in-law in her Speedo brand swimsuit up to here.
Oh my God.
With like her towel walking into the Y, and I was like, oh my gosh, Fatma's an old woman. She doesn't play sports. She like solo leisurely laps around the pool. She likes to
Loves to
bake.
cook.
Like
Look, Amanda,
You
no,
are.
because I have one thing that's gonna like put this all to rest. Fatma cannot be old woman. You know why? Because she's awake right now doing this stream.
Yes.
Yeah, what time is it over
For like
there?
5 hours by now. It's
that's true.
It's like 2:00 in the morning over there.
now it's midnight.
Oh my God.
Oh, right. So,
Uh-huh.
so
Yeah,
for
in
those
case you guys were wondering how much Fatma loves, yes.
Yeah.
So in the UK, their
You get
daylight
branding money?
time was on Sunday, and it was really funny because Nana forgot that, and she was scheduling the streams for this week, and she asked me to double check the times, and I was like, "You put it too far back, like you put it an hour late." And she goes, and for like a good 5 minutes, she had an existential crisis about how like I could have sworn the time.
Where has the time gone?
No, because you know what? I could have sworn the time was moving on Halloween, right? So I go schedule the thing, and I go schedule it like I always do. And then I go to Cole and I say, can you double check the times on the streams just in case, you know, because it just, what it comes down to, it's just so stupid when I schedule it because I schedule it for midnight.
Mm-hmm.
And so she looks and she goes, hon, you scheduled it an hour later than usual. And I'm like, hold on a sec. So I look at the time, and we were Zooming like the entire afternoon with different people. So I was kind of keeping my eyes on the clock. And then I look at it, I said, can you, so in the past hour that I haven't been Zooming with anybody, the time just moved, and I didn't
help though because she asked about daylight savings, and I googled it, and being that I'm in America, it told me that it was next Sunday, which is for us in America, and so it just extended her existential crisis a bit longer. And then finally I got it in my thick skull to Google when it was for UK, and it was like, oh, it just happened. She was like, oh, thank God. But it was just so funny.
It was just like, I was a good half an hour it took me before I like sort of consolidated myself. Like, okay, where am I?
Reassured yourself that you were not existing in a parallel universe that was just a little glitch from this one.
It's just like that 1 hour just completely threw me off completely. But yeah, so that's like a little story of scheduling here.
Yeah, it was really, and you know, I'm not very good with numbers, so I was trying to count the hours to figure it out in my head, and I was like, this isn't working. This doesn't compute. What the hell? And then it's just like.
Speaking of things that don't compute, I have a thing to add. It's topical, and it's a really cool discussion. If you follow Debbie Snyder, Deborah Snyder on Vero, you saw her Vero tweet, whatever. You saw her post on Vero that yes, Noodle Discovery Journey, that she is featured on a podcast called Chameleon, and it's a true crime podcast with none of the gore. So if you're like, I don't like dead people, this is a good one for you.
But that's why I
basically, there's without going into too much detail, there is a Hollywood con artist.
Did she freeze?
People who what?
She's just like quiet.
What? Nana?
Are
No,
you
I think you're
there?
lagging a little bit.
Oh, she's
Amanda.
frozen. Okay, so she did. I was like, she's being very still. So I believe it's episode 5. What?
Okay, so while we have a break, this is National
What's happening?
ADHD Awareness Month.
Behind or something.
Okay, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna remove her and make her come back in and see if that helps. Let's see if she can figure it out.
Hey, do you guys wanna, while we're waiting, do you want to go over the trailer that we saw that I showed you guys today?
Okay, there's
the Greenland one. Have you guys seen it?
The Margaret Robbie movie.
Amanda, can you hear us?
The World to Amanda, can you hear us?
Oh, I don't think she realized she has to restart. Damn it, how do we tell her? Oh, wait, she turned off. Okay, she'll be back.
All right, then let's talk about the Dreamland trailer. Have you girls seen it?
No, I forgot to watch it.
No.
I mean, you can play it if you want. I think that'll be okay.
Well, we can play it, but I don't know how to put the sound on. So hang on, let me pull it up, and then we can watch it. But
imagine the sound.
Yeah.
I don't know how to play a sound on it.
So this is Dreamland. It's the new well, there's a lot of other people in it, but Margot Robbie's in it. And I think she's great because she doesn't play like the Harley Quinn in every other movie.
Mhm.
Like Harley Quinn as this person or Harley Quinn as this person. You know, like some people, some of these actors, you see them as their character and nothing else. She actually does fit the part.
Ryan.
Okay, I think
really good.
Amanda's no longer lagging.
Are you there?
I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry we kicked you. You were lagging, and I was trying to force you to restart your stuff.
I literally couldn't. I touched leave. It wouldn't. I was completely frozen. So, I appreciate the assist. The swift boot in my butt. I did not actually miss the trailer, right? Like, we're still going to watch it together?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna watch it. I'm actually setting it up. So
yeah, Dave's and Ask.
Thanks,
He's
Joey.
doing the stream at the same time as ours. We gotta
I
pick
almost said some shiz today, but then I was like, no, the rest of Twitter doesn't know that I joke like that. That's fine. But the rest of Twitter is gonna be like, Steven's wife stirring up shit again.
I can't believe they
that's
kicked
Steven's
Amanda
wife.
out.
Yeah, Joey. Thank you, Joey. Thank you. Got my back.
well,
And
we
we
barely make history.
all right, let's get going. Okay, so I have it off. I have the sound off, but if I put it on, I wonder if it's gonna play. But I think it's gonna be like sound on the delay because it's gonna play from my laptop. If that makes sense, so I'm not sure that's gonna work. So should I just do it without a sound?
Try it. Try it.
Let's
try
try
it.
it and see.
It's a learning process.
All right, then let's try.
Oh, it worked.
No,
There's something cursed about this land. Our family last on a promise. A promise that now looked rotten.
No room for boys in this family anymore.
And no one warned my brothers about what can happen when you dream about destiny. That's how Allison Wells entered this story.
The thief and murderer, Allison Wells, set 5 human souls to heaven. If you see this woman, do not confront her. You okay? Some ladies will pay me $20,000 to get them to Mexico. You even pay them that much money? You gotta get out of the farms, and we gotta search.
You need to get out of here. You're hurting me. I found her answer. It was lady.
It's complicated.
You know what the worst part of dying is, kid? Is being forgotten. here.
Or for any of us, for that matter.
I won't be another victim of their lies.
Whew.
Me too.
Ooh, pretty shot.
Ooh,
That looks really good.
that last part gets me.
Shoot him right in the dick, Margot.
Yeah.
Mm.
No.
Shoot his dick
Okay,
off.
that was great.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Did you hear the sound as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right in the
And do you see what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
like, I mean, this is Harley Quinn playing, you know, this Wells chick. No, this is like a different story, different woman, everything. I love her.
Oh, I love Margot.
Her
I
face
think she's
looks
amazing.
different in a way that's not just makeup. It looks like she like is carrying her face musculature differently, which is really
Yeah.
cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
She's
I
a
have a
great
confession
actress.
to make. I have yet to watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I completely slept on it. Has anybody here watched it, and is it worth it?
Nope.
No.
Wait,
Wait.
you haven't watched it? Or
I've
it's
watched it and it's not worth it. No.
All right, I'm gonna skip it. I take
No,
your
because
report.
I usually like Tarantino movies, but I've seen that there was a big criticism of obviously this one and the way that Margot was treated in it.
I
So-
remember, Joe, you were tweeting something
yeah.
about. Go on.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think you
it
know what I'm implying. You were tweeting something that was like about him being racist or something.
Yes. So it was like, what could you say about a movie that would get, you know, Twitter like all over you? And I said that, you know, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is nothing but racist, misogynist, and, you know, has nothing but white girl feet. Or no, I didn't say white girl feet, but there's a lot of white girl feet in there. Like he chose the
Yes.
bottoms of their feet,
Yeah,
like squarely
Disney.
in.
Disney.
Yeah, it's really like it's the
That's
honest.
Disney Channel shit right there.
It's
Like,
honest
bro,
as
you know you
God.
got a foot
Like the
fetish.
bottom.
Calm
Yeah.
down.
So my question
There
is,
are no black people either. There are no black people. No black people. There are like
There's
white
no-
people.
what,
that
is
look
there
Filmed
like
in
no-
Vermont or some shit.
Mexican.
Like,
my question is, if I can. So this is supposed to be based, or at least loosely based, on the story of the Manson family murders. Isn't that what it is?
But no, because the
No.
center of the story is this action hero who should have been retired a long time ago and is so full of himself, and this stunt guy that is his best friend. So they follow them all over the place. The Manson family murders are this side story that's going on. It's
Well,
like
that would be more
2 or
mean.
3 different stories. And then the stunt guy has his flashbacks that last like 20 minutes, you know, each time. So it's like you've got the story of this actor that's washed up, the story of his stunt guy who's having all these flashbacks, and then you've got the Manson family murders.
Oh,
And
okay.
no-
To me,
Where-
I
where
thought
does it
literally, the
make
Manson
only
family
reason
murders
I
are.
wanted to watch it was I thought it was about the Manson family murders.
Yeah,
So,
that's
okay,
Side-
that's
that's a
the
side
impression
thing,
I
yeah.
got.
That's a
which-
plot device.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, because that's what I was gonna ask. You know, if the center of the story was the Manson family murders, it would make sense that it's you know racist and misogynistic.
Yes,
But
but it's not. Yeah.
it's just Hollywood.
So then, what's
Wow.
Hollywood.
well,
Wow.
that's racist and misogynistic too. So
What did you say, Chelsea?
what's the reason for Margaret Robbie as Sharon Tate to be in it? Then, if it's not about, because that's what I thought it was about, was the Manson family.
Well, at the end of the movie is, I mean, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but the end of the movie is connected to
We
like,
know Sharon Tate died.
Yeah.
Mhm.
what?
But it takes
yeah,
hours to get there,
yeah, yeah.
right?
So like the
Yeah.
last part of the movie is the Manson family. So
Oh.
because like in general like I do enjoy to a degree how Tarantino portrays female characters in certain films, like Inglourious Bastards are amazing. Like
That's
Chana is fantastic. Kill Bill is full of
Amen.
women. that are absolutely freaking badass. So, you know, that's why I was like,
I mean, he's a great filmmaker. He's like, so he's done some great stuff, and he's like introduced a lot of great things into film that people have taken and they innovated on. But this ain't it. I mean, so it's just really. And then
not all gems.
Yeah, and this is the one I don't know if you guys heard where Bruce Lee is in there, and he's treated like very badly in this one.
Sounds like
I'm interested to know if this is like his typical team he worked with, or if this is not his typical team. Like, why does it feel so different from the rest of his body of work? You know.
Yeah, I just really, and there were people that praised this movie, and I really didn't see it at all. They're like, it embodies the 60s. I'm like, there were Black people in Hollywood in the 60s, okay? Really, there were. And, you know, they didn't treat Bruce Lee like the Help, I don't think, from what I've read.
Just go look at Kim Kardashian. She's stealing from all of them. Those were all the Black women in Hollywood in the 60s.
Exactly.
It's true though. I'm like being 100% serious.
Yes,
like,
no, I know you are. And that's the fun part.
Yep. So
yeah. Well, thank you for input. I know let's go back to the movie that we actually watched the trailer for, but I just wanted to kind of sidetrack and ask.
is that the Dust Bowl? Like the Dust Bowl? Or is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'm so effing here for this.
Me too.
So the aesthetic is the cars. I'm a big, I really love vintage cars. I really, really, really love vintage cars. So like anytime there's a period specific aesthetic, like I'm looking at cars, I'm looking at clothes, I'm looking at historical zeitgeist. I'm looking for the zeitgeist. So I really like the idea of knowing that it's like planted right in the middle of the Dust Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
literally
all of the converging societal structures that created a woman being hunted down by every man in every state in the West.
Right. I like how he's like so
I'm a
dainty.
nerd, guys. I don't know. You invited me here.
Well, I mean, and then
That's why we invited you. Just like side note.
You just kind of wandered in. We don't know who is this woman.
Yeah, where did she come from?
Steven, why'd you let her pass security?
He's upstairs looking out a window, guys.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Can't go back to the joke.
Tell him to come down. We got a Margot Robbie trailer. for
Now
him.
you've heard the joke, Cole. That was the joke.
So in other news.
So when is this?
Go on.
I'm gonna ask if the movie when it's going to be released. If we know, is it going straight to streaming? Like what's going on?
I think
information for you.
November or
Just give me a moment. I can get that information for you.
Oh, it's you know what?
Beautiful.
It's 13th
I'm
of
always,
November.
it's like I'm scared to ask now.
Is it on
November
there?
13th.
November
November
13th.
13th, something like that.
It looked like
I
it
don't
was
know
going
if
to
it's
stream.
streaming and cinema.
It looked like it was going to streaming. At the end, it had like Amazon Prime, like a logo. So
I don't know. Some of the Amazons have been going into the theaters too, like at the same time, like a simultaneous.
Yeah,
thing.
I wasn't even paying attention.
This
But
says
yeah,
November
that makes
13th
sense.
in selected cinemas, and then November 17th, I guess, on the streaming services.
Oh, cool.
I'm here
But
for it. I want it.
Don't quote me for it.
Yeah.
It's just
Me too.
what
Yeah.
And then last time we were watching the Craft trailer, and that one's coming out soon, isn't it?
Oh yeah, really soon.
In a few days.
Yes. Bring it,
Hold on.
bring it, Netflix and Amazon Prime.
That's coming out today in the UK time.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Right?
so
On the
was it
28th
here
of
already?
October.
Did you guys get it?
No, it runs on
Why are
American.
you still here? Go.
Bye. I'm out.
So can we take a minute and talk about the Batwoman photos?
Yeah, she looks
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I was
So
reading a comment from her that she said that she wanted this to everything changed just a little bit, so that way it was obvious from the silhouette that it was a black woman. And I think that was amazing. I love what they did with her hair.
Me too.
Also,
I love
looks great.
Hmm?
Can you pull up a picture?
No,
Yeah,
do
let
the
me see.
thing.
I love the gauntlets that she had. It had the fucking spikes on the side. I was like, oh my god, I'm here for this.
Why do
her
we
hair
do so much?
What?
I'm just saying, why do we speak so much? What's this? This looks cool. I'm getting sidetracked really fast.
Again,
What'd you say, Chelsea?
What are those baby Yoda ears called?
a woman who I love it, Cole. A woman who
I want that robe.
looks like they're equipped to actually kick some ass.
Yeah, it looks
I
like
love
she's
that in
actually
Lady
gonna do
Superhero.
damage.
I would, honestly, I was looking at them, and first off, I need.
Yeah,
someone
I know
to-
the Captain Robe shawl thing.
I need someone to
Yeah.
Photoshop and making like a lock screen for me. That's of both this new, the new Batwoman, and also with Ruby Rose's Batwoman, so that way they're standing together, and I can just gaze at them at all times.
Yeah.
But I really hope. I just really hope that there's like a world, oh my god, look at her cape! It's ombre. Oh my god.
Yes.
I love her hair too. I'm so glad that they didn't give her
Yes.
that red wig. I'm glad that she actually has big, beautiful hair.
Yeah.
And it's got red tips. I wonder
Yeah.
if that's her hair, like her
Yeah.
actual hair, or if that's another wig, like what Ruby Rose was doing.
Look
I
at
think
those
it might be a wig,
fucking
but that would be
gauntlets,
kind of
dude.
obvious.
Look at her belt. Oh, she looks so
I
powerful.
have to be lagging because I don't see her picture at all.
You are.
There we go. Yes.
Well, I like how it says it was important, like what you mentioned earlier. It was important that viewers could tell by the silhouette that Batwoman was a black girl.
Yeah. So what would be my dream with this transition is that at one point in the future, when Ruby has time to heal from everything that's happened to her with Batwoman, that she can come back for like one episode with I don't know how to say her name, Javille.
Is Javika, I thought?
Okay,
I don't know.
Javika.
I don't remember.
Because honestly,
I'm
I
horrible with
think the
names.
two of them would be so fucking powerful.
Yeah.
Like two badass queer women, like just killing it. And it's like everything going on with Jeff Johns just makes me really concerned for what happened with Ruby Rose on set, because that was a Jeff Johns project. And the way that like what little we know, it's like it sounds like it had something to do with it, and it just concerns me so much.
God, that guy fucking
How much
ruins
worse can it get?
everything.
Well, since we were talking about Batwoman, let's stay in the DC universe, and there's one thing I want to talk about.
Is he
and that's
married?
Who?
Jeff Johns, I think so.
Jeez, I pity the person who married him. Anyway,
We
I
need
want
to
to talk
write a
about
letter to that woman.
Javisa?
Javicia?
No, God damn it, Jessica. Thank you for saying that. I'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Javicia, maybe?
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm horrible with names.
Yeah, I can do
I have to hear him. I have to
Me
hear
too.
it.
Okay, I want to talk about this. What is your stance on those
It
girls?
looks so good. I might have to actually start watching the show.
Titans,
Yeah.
the first season of Titans is
Costume
badass.
is great.
The second season is pretty good, but also it kind of diverts a little bit. And I'm
The
excited.
finales for the Titans shows always ruins the entire season. Always.
Yeah,
Oh, that's good. I'm definitely gonna watch it now.
There, yeah, especially the second season finale. Like I was so upset.
I mean, it just needs better writing, because like the castings are
can follow it.
amazing,
Yeah.
the costumes are amazing, but
And
it's,
some
This
of the
looks
some of
like
the writing,
streetwear I would actually want to wear, minus the
Yeah.
red face.
yeah,
like some of the writing is good, but it depends on like what episode. Like the first 2 episodes of season 1 are perfect. Like it just kind of sets you up perfect, introduces you to everything. You get to see how like everyone gets to have a badass moment. It goes great. But then it's like the episodes where they've got what's his name is Bruce. It's like, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Like, I understand you couldn't get someone bigger, and like I love that actor too, because he was Ser Jorah in Game of Thrones, and I loved him. And when I first heard about it, I was like, yes, Ser Jorah can be Bruce Wayne, like especially if he's not actually Batmaning it, if he's just Bruce Wayne. Like Ser Jorah can do it, and I'm like, no, he really can't.
Like, I'm sorry, he's just so weirdly written. But yeah, no, like what? So the thing, when we're speaking of writing, okay, so I read this, and I'm not sure if it's a rumor or if it's confirmed. But so I am a sucker for Red Hood. I freaking love that character. But I found out that while the costume's absolutely epic, the entire premise of Jason Todd turning into Red Hood is not actually him dying and being revived in the Lazarus pit, but just like being pissed off with the Titans.
Oh, this is him having a temper tantrum, huh? Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, well, hold on a second. That's literally like completely destroying the entire. Yeah, well, yeah. But this is destroying the entire, like, story for Red Hood. It's just like the whole, like, reading that upset me so much, and I hope
foundation of the origin.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just so upsetting.
I don't like that.
I'm still salty. I'm still salty about Donna Troy. So
I mean, okay, I'm not a comic book purist.
It's fine.
I'm not a comic book purist.
Same. Like, I'm not a comic book purist. But still,
I can't talk. I'm still salty.
I
don't mind when things don't.
Donna Troy dying in the season finale the way that she did,
but
and then
to change an origin story,
or come out as a trailer and she's swinging on the lightning, like it's like a spit in the face. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, no, it makes absolutely no sense.
That's the actor. That's the actor who
guarantees his death in the family.
You made me feel much better right
So he's
now.
gonna die.
Okay, good. Yeah, because if he just is like a spoiled brat and is like, I'm mad, I'm going to be, that doesn't work.
No, honestly, they lined it up is that he's gonna go off. Something's gonna happen because of his relation to Batman, and I think that's hopefully they'll do the whole death in the family. I mean, we did get the picture of the suit, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen within the first few episodes.
Oh yeah, no, of course. Right. Yeah. I mean, it would. I wouldn't even over in the first few episodes. Like, this needs to be a story,
Yeah. So you guys were talking about comic book purists, and it kind of reminded me of an argument I got into on Twitter. All of my arguments lately are on Twitter about someone said about comic accuracy. Have you heard this term, comic accuracy?
Yeah. There's a difference between comic accuracy and throwing the whole book out the window.
Yeah. Well, comic accuracy, when you look at, in lit theory, that's not a thing really, because when you go from the comic to like TV or the show or something, you're jumping from one medium to another. And it's like one delivery system for the story to another delivery system.
It's like taking aspirin by pill, aspirin by chewable, aspirin by IV. I don't know how much. Yeah, but it's all aspirin, but it's different form. So it's going to feel different. It's going to look different, and it should look different.
Yes, and that's what I mean. I think people want it to be exactly like the comics. But you got to think that, there have got to be changes. Like when you go from, like, to use your aspirin, when you go from the pill to the liquid, there's going to be stuff added to make it liquid and stuff taken away. Yep. But the thing is, you still have to have those core ingredients. It still has to have the chemical makeup of aspirin in it.
Exactly.
And that's I completely agree with that. I mean, it's like not me trying to whine here about, Jason Todd not being perfectly comic book accurate. It's just there's like there is this storyline or the part of him that's really, really shaken with something, and I don't think it should be replaced by the fact that he's just having a temper tantrum. Obviously now people in the comments said that's not the case, or it doesn't seem to be the case, which is good, and I'm glad it's not, because it would just, to me, it would take away from the character a lot.
Yes.
So,
That would make it like an ingredient, a core ingredient that has to be there. And I agree. You have to have that story. You cannot just have him have a tantrum. You have to have that change. Change enough to make him a different person.
It's literally like suddenly making it that Bruce Wayne's parents are alive and nothing happened.
That's what I thought.
Right.
The very first thing I thought of was like, how different would Bruce Wayne be if like he had not had his parents die when he was a child? That's how integral to the nature of this superhero, like what vehicle that the superhero's origin story serves. You can't just like throw that out and call it the same thing. So I'm a speech coach, and a lot of what I coach in speech is acting, basically, just people acting for 10 minutes. And one of the things that I teach them when we're doing emotional work and subtext is that anger is a secondary emotion, meaning if I ask how your character is feeling right now and you say angry, that's a reaction to an emotion. It's not the emotion that they're primary feeling. Anger can come from embarrassment. It can come from disappointment. It can come from betrayal. It can come from disgust, any number of other emotions that are not anger. So to me, to take away this origin story and to just make it like he got mad so he turned Red Hulk, like it feels like you're saying that his character motivation is anger, which
that he's
can't
always
be like that's just not. It can't be.
And see, that's one of the problems.
It's not how people are.
And people don't think of when they think of comics, they think of it as just a story, and you start talking, and that's why comic accuracy kind of throws people off. And I think that you should kind of break these elements down, like you're saying. What are some of the core origin? I call them anchors of the story that you have to have, or the story changes.
See, I'm not a comic book purist, even a little bit. I'm very open to like little changes. Yeah. But like, for example, and anyone who follows Nana and I on Twitter have already seen me rant about this before, but Thor Ragnarok literally took the comic, ripped it up, set it on fire, and then threw it in the rubbish and was like, what source material? What? There's a comic? Really?
Well, mainly like Thor Ragnarok didn't do it just like on the comic book side. Thor Ragnarok took the comic book and then it took the Norse mythology book and it threw both of that into the dumpster fire. So,
and it's like it turned into a very poorly produced disco that everybody was
now you pissed off the hockey queen.
Oh no, I have a lot of build-up anger.
She hates this movie as much as I do. But like it literally was the biggest, and also it's like people like Tom Hiddleston and Hella were completely wasted. And it was like whatever they built, whatever comic books they were using, and they're like, oh, we're paying homage to source material. It's like, no, you fucking threw the source material out the window of a moving car. Like this doesn't even have the sentiment of like Thor. This doesn't feel like a Thor movie at all. Like the first Thor movie actually pulled from the comics while also bringing it into the modern day and making it kind of like believable. Like you felt like for me personally, I love that movie. And I felt like, hey, something weird just happened out in New Mexico and Thor literally was here. Like that's believable, But like Ragnarok just shit on everything. And so now when I hear like that Taika fella is doing another comic book movie, I'm like, well, throw the book out, throw every, throw the people out too. I mean, I think him out if I could, but
for me, I think comic book accuracy like is such a boring concept because
it's not anything that's anything though.
Well, it's boring because you know, we already have this comic, okay? I've read it before. I know what happens, okay? So keeping the general storyline is fine.
No.
But I think that when you bring it into a film, something has to change. Something has to change. And the director of these movies needs to have the creative freedom to be able to do with these characters what he wants or she wants or they. And yeah, no, but it's just it's such a boring thing. Like, I've already read this comic. I already know the story. I already know this character. Give me something similar. I don't want an exact reenactment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But also like don't completely, you know,
don't big yeet the whole thing out the window
either.
That's what I'm
right.
always,
that's
what
exactly
I'm always
what I'm
saying
saying
about book adaptations turned into movies, because I read a lot, and so a lot of the
it's not art if you're copying.
Yeah, well,
exactly.
it's like either when it comes to this stuff, it's like either like you have to choose a hill to die on. Either take the inspiration.
If you want to create something completely different, just create something completely different.
Or like, either choose to make it literally page to screen by like word for word the book or the comic, or choose to honor the source material but add in some new stuff. You can't just then throw the whole shit out the window. You have to choose one or the other.
So
yeah,
like
there's like a go ahead.
Fatma was trying.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
so
ahead.
like with Harry Potter, I remember when it first started to come out, and a lot of people who loved the books and stuff. I mean, I love them too. It made me angry. I was like, no, the book says this, and this happens, and that, and this happens here, and how dare they choose not to put this into the movie? And then it got really, really frustrating. And then I was like, no, a movie is different. It requires different things. It requires certain things that translate well in writing, that allows for your imagination to take hold. Doesn't necessarily work when you use it for a movie. So a lot of the books that I have, and I'm sorry, I was just looking at some of the books that I have there. I appreciate them and love them, and love what I have built up in my own head, but have also allowed that world to exist in several formats. And like, I don't know if anyone here is aware, but like, you know, Ben Barnes is going to be the Darkling in the Netflix Shadow and Bone series, and your girl here is fangirling. And I'm trying to get the book, but it's just going to be a bit of a hassle. And I love the book. And as long as this is the only time that I might be a bit of a purist here, as long as they get Ben Barnes to say, fine, make me your villain, I'm happy with whatever else they do.
Yeah, that's the iconic line that literally sent every fangirl into a spiral. And yeah, I totally agree with you, Fatma. I love those books. I love the Darkling, and so it's like, yeah, as long as he's that, and if they don't turn him into some sort of like Anakin Skywalker, we're good.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying with like the books and like TV shows. TV shows are adapted from books completely differently from movies as well. So I just feel like whenever you come to join a world, appreciate the source, but also allow yourself to like something before you completely hate it.
That's what Linda Carter and Gal Gadot are always saying when they talk together about being Wonder Woman. Like, Gal Gadot is always saying that like you pay tribute to the past, and she does a lot of stuff that is a tribute to Linda, but Linda's always saying, but you appreciate and support the future.
And with Linda Carter, the Wonder Woman comics during the time that the show was going did not paint Wonder Woman in the way that Linda played her. Linda played her as, you know, strong and independent, and a lot of the comics from that time kind of reduced Wonder Woman to just
Wasn't that during the era when she decided to be a secretary?
I believe so, yeah. So
I think
Linda was like, no, I'm going to play her as a smart, strong, independent woman. And so if our comic purists, you know, have an issue with that, the show would have been totally different from what it was. totally
It
different.
would have been the Joss Whedon movie we would have gotten.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that, what Fatma said about worlds, that's the whole thing. It's like the theory is called transmedia storytelling. That is legit what it is in lit. And it kind of goes with this theory of story world, where you've got your story is situated in a whole world that's already been built based off of just that one book or comic, even if it is just one. Just that one exists. It has a whole world in it. And so bother to go look at the story world, to explore it a little bit before you start making something, you know? I think that's all we're saying.
That's why
I hate the comic accuracy. It's a thing made up by these purists. It's not anything in any of, you know, comic theory, lit theory. Is nothing, you know, but it's made up by the purists to kind of hold to some of these creators when they get angry, you know. But
I also think they use it a lot when there's castings that are either like gender bent or race bent. That's the one thing they always go to.
Like,
and
like Jason Momoa can't be Aquaman. He's not white. Like, really?
And blonde. Does Aquaman break if he's blonde? If he's not blonde?
Yeah,
like Samoan going to like change Aquaman.
And you know, all the way while Momoa changed the Aquaman to the point where he actually.
I love you, Joe. You're so great.
Well, and like these castings, like Jason Momoa's casting for Aquaman, just adds just so much more to the character Aquaman. So some people are so upset because, I mean, he's not a white blonde guy. Okay, so you're willing to sacrifice adding more and enriching more to the character just because you want a person that's blonde, white, and whatever.
Just like your comic book.
I've seen some people who were like upset that he added more to the story because they just wanted Aquaman to be the butt of a joke. But it's like these are all things that change, and like he's still Aquaman as an Arthur Curry, you know, he's still the core. He's in his spirit. He's Aquaman. He's exactly who we expect, but he's also a new spin on him that makes him interesting, diversifies the cast in a way it desperately needs, and brings so much to it. I mean, seriously, if you told me maybe like 15 years ago they'd be casting a Polynesian man for Aquaman, I would tell you you're freaking nuts because that would never happen.
Yeah, and also nothing about the character Aquaman stems from his race being a white guy. Nothing about it. Anyone can play Aquaman. Anyone.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So like you can race bend if you want, if it works for the story and it makes the story richer, but like don't race.
Yeah, there are characters.
It's like the argument that people say, well,
he's also part fish, right?
Yeah.
Like why?
Well, it's like when they cast a black woman to play Anna Diop to play Starfire. It's like, listen, she's an orange alien from space.
Right. Yeah. Her being a black girl is not gonna hurt anything.
And the way that Starfire was like created was in like the image of black women in the time. I mean, like the big hair. She looks
the glamour.
She's
wasn't
glamorous.
She created?
She's beautiful.
Wasn't she based off Naomi Campbell?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. It's like, well, what color
is
she?
she?
Black.
Yeah.
So it's like she's literally black.
Yes, it makes no sense in the people. Oh, I don't know. It irritates me to no end.
I don't know if you guys remember, but when the first season of Supergirl came out, I was watching every single episode, and I remember I used to live tweet every episode, and I remember the episode where they reveal about John Jones, and they show him turn into a Martian Manhunter, and literally I saw the stupidest argument. The Martian Manhunter's not a black guy. What?
Oh my god.
He's green.
He's green from a planet Mars, and also in the comics.
He's a fucking Martian.
He's
literally
literally
into anything, you know. Yeah. So really,
you could be a bowl of soup if you wanted to be.
right.
Yeah.
There are very few comic characters that have to be a certain race. Like, I mean, I can think of like Icon of the, Icon and Rocket. He has to be black because he was raised by a woman. He was like, came to Earth during slavery, was raised by a slave woman. He has to be black. So, very few characters have to be a certain gender or, certain race. I mean, gender kind of, I think that may be fluid for a lot of people, but
gender, I think gender's easier to bend than race in most cases.
Yeah. You can't change Static Shock because Virgil Hawkins' story is about being a young black kid in the school system and what he deals with bullies and racism and everything. It's so integral to his character that if you changed it, it completely erases the character himself.
All your origin material is gone. Like all of your origin material is gone if you make him like a white kid, a Mexican kid, if you make him Muslim. All of his origin, all the origin material is gone. You got to create something better. So that's what I think people need to consider. If I make this change, will it wipe out everything we know in this world? I mean, if so, then don't do it.
If that happens, it's better to just make a different character altogether than change the character that's already been established. It's just weird then.
There's even with Bruce Wayne. If he wasn't a privileged white man, it wouldn't make sense. It would erase his story. He wouldn't be a rich white man. Bruce Wayne can literally not be changed because then it erases his story. But that's the same as with what we just said with Icon and Static.
Yeah.
But then there's some people with Aquaman where his race didn't surround his purpose and stuff. There's some give in some characters and others.
Black Canary could have been and was.
Black Canary could have been anybody.
Yeah, Black Canary's pat life is not revolving around the fact she's a white blonde female who wears fishnets. Instead, she's a bad bitch wearing bell bottoms. She's a black woman, which actually adds to the story, adds volumes to the story.
We also have to realize that all of these comics that the gatekeepers want to keep pure, that rhetoric, the language that they use around this is very white supremacist. I'm just going to go ahead and say it.
You have to look at the time period that some of these comics were made too, because the comics are a product of the culture of the time.
Exactly. Yeah. So why are we going to demand that it's so pure to that culture? That culture has been dead for 70 years, 80 years.
If they literally purely adapted some of the comics from that era, there would be an uproar. People would freak the frick out.
Yeah,
they would.
Yes,
they would.
Which is frustrating because to me that's a very limiting way to look at the role art can play in not just your individual life but as society. Why does it have to stay predictable and known to you in order for it to have meaning?
I think it's nostalgia and it also is kind of containment too. It kind of keeps other people out. The gatekeeper thing keeps other people out, and it's nostalgia. They kind of they have this romanticism of what used to be, even though if you really, really had a record of it, it wasn't all that great for them. Yeah.
I mean, even on a small scale with Ezra Miller, when he was cast as Flash, people were pissed as fuck that Zach didn't make him dye his hair blonde. And dude, it's
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Have black.
Does the character run fast? Okay, he's the Flash.
Does the blonde hair make him run faster?
Yeah, exactly. It serves no purpose for his hair to be blonde.
Can I, now that I'm not lagging so horribly, and I know we're approaching the 2-hour mark.
It's okay. We can keep going.
Well, I mean, you guys can. I have to go because I have to coach. But before I go, I want to ask a question that is I think, relevant. I think.
Okay.
I want to know who you want to play Green Lantern. Wrong answers only.
Oh, wrong answers only. Which Green Lantern? Hal Jordan or Jon Stewart?
Your choice.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Hal Jordan.
Yeah, because Jon Stewart is our guy. We've already got him casted.
Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
The only I don't even have
wrong answers, like just bad
wrong answers. Sam Benjamin.
Oh my God.
Hal Jordan. I want to go with I don't know. Good Lord. Come back to me.
Hal Jordan, Andy Serkis.
Oh my God.
You know what though? You know, that's not even a wrong answer because Andy Serkis is so goddamn talented.
He could find a way.
He can play anything.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds, we don't speak of it.
I was going to say someone
Ryan Reynolds.
But that's
Ryan
why
Reynolds has he already has his bags from Deadpool. He's not letting them go.
Oh, okay, hang on. I've got a good one for a wrong answer. Jon Stewart, Kanye West.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Could you imagine
Oh my gosh. Kanye and
Okay.
No,
Which is very, very relevant for Hal Jordan. Borat.
Borat.
Sacha Baron Cohen. Yeah.
Right.
For like a serious cast, like for a serious hope for Jon Stewart, it's the fellow that Joe keeps mentioning, whose name escapes me at the moment.
John David Washington.
Yes.
That's the wrong answer.
That's the right answer.
Out in the universe.
He's so
Meg's
dreamy.
immediately. This is Meg leaning against his chest. Well,
We are trying to make this
While he recites the Green Lantern oath.
Guys,
He
when I was in
is
that interview
fine.
and he got asked the question, I was like, oh my God. I was like, fangirl, you can see me. Thankfully, but I was just going like this. So it was just I really, really want that to happen.
Room Flynn says Jack Black for Hal Jordan.
Oh my God.
Well, now, who's your wrong answer?
Who?
I have no idea.
Danny DeVito.
Zack Snyder for Green Lantern. I'll say that.
That's not a wrong answer either, in a way.
Zach.
That is not a wrong answer. Zack Snyder can be Green Lantern. He can be Aquaman. He can be Batman. Superman.
Imagine watching a Justice League movie where Zack plays every single character.
I was just going to say, please say every character.
Every single one. It's going to be true.
I would watch that.
Ooh.
Joey,
I feel like everybody keeps saying.
We're doing wrong answers.
Yeah. Everybody's saying that, but I don't think so.
I don't think so either, Joe.
I just wanted to add to the confusion of, now we can be misquoted by a bunch of bad
I got one.
Internet media.
Ice Cube.
Yes.
Ice Cube.
Yes. It'd be great.
Oh my God, I'm cool.
Tom Cruise.
We might get some bars out of him too. A good
Tom
or something.
Oh yeah, his oath.
Tom Cruise.
Sick.
I secretly believe,
Jessica,
not so secret, it's not to be a secret now. I believe that Tom Cruise wants to die while being filmed doing one of his stunts.
Yeah.
Because he believes it will elevate the Church of Scientology and him.
Sounds likely.
So would we.
Chelsea, do you have a wrong answer?
Owen Wilson. I can think of any.
No. Oh.
That might actually be right.
Wow.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I keep reciting the oath. I cannot get that out of my head now.
Nicolas Cage. I'm going to steal the declaration.
Now you have to recite the oath, but it's being yelled at you.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Imagine DMX.
Got a killer soundtrack though.
DMX is Green Lantern. He's just yelling all the time.
But the beat is killer.
And barking at people.
No. I got
it.
Thank you. Go, Samuel L. Jackson for Jon Stewart.
Yes.
Bright as day, dark as night, motherfucker.
Oh.
Because Jon Stewart is like a militant type of guy, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but I just feel like just to fuck with people, Sam Jackson would whip out his purple lightsaber that says motherfucker on it. Just
he probably would.
I immediately went to
Will Ferrell.
Abdul, why did you
John C.
of
Riley? Why
Yes.
isn't John C. Riley like some CBM character? Oh, Range. Who? Nova. He's Nova. Thank you.
Hi, Steven.
Hi, Steven.
Steven says hi because he walks by and corrects me. We're on the same floor,
Nicolas
guys.
Cage,
We're
Mira.
not even looking out windows.
No, Nicholas
Okay.
Cage.
Oh.
would have to be
Rule of three.
Superman.
With that note,
I mean, it would be an improvement.
Nicholas Cage would have to
And
be Superman.
we should have started with this convo. We could have spent 2 hours just doing this.
I love it. I gotta run. My student called me like 6 minutes ago, so I gotta go call him back.
Okay, bye, Amanda.
Good to
Bye.
see you guys again, and I can't wait to see you Saturday. Join
Yeah.
everybody who's watching right now. Come back because we're all going to be in costume. Bye. Have a great night.
Bye, Amanda.
Bye.
Before, I mean, we will wrap up soon, but I figured I'm gonna have one more topic that I'd like to ask you girls about. I'm choosing it especially because of Nash, and maybe I will actually find out and pull out the picture that I have, but let me get to it. Here we go. There she is.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, she's so beautiful.
Oh.
She's so pretty.
So,
That suit is amazing.
I forget
Wow.
what's her her hero name? Is she
Yara.
Wonder Woman?
Yes, she's Wonder
Yeah.
Woman.
Wow, I love it.
I
So
love her
this is
costume.
great. This is so there's Wonder Woman. There's the other Wonder Woman who's Nubia, who's her twin sister, and now we've got a new Brazilian Wonder Woman. Like,
Yeah.
She's from the future, right?
Yes, yeah, it's the
Mhm.
DC Future slate or whatever.
I love
just
it.
That
love
sounds
the-
cool.
it's so cool. You know,
I
I
love
wonder.
her lasso. It's not even lasso. What is that called? I don't know.
I don't know.
But it's got like, imagine getting hit
Oh,
in the face with that.
It's poi. Have you ever seen fireballs being spun? It's
Yeah.
It's a
Mm.
poi balls where they spin and they have weights in the end, and when used as a weapon, they're very deadly and hurtful.
Smain comment said
Oh.
Yara Floor.
Yeah,
Yara.
Yara Floor is her
Yeah.
name, but
Yes.
it's one. Yeah,
I
that's
think I
That's
felt like
a very futuristic name.
I love her.
That feels like a Star Wars name. I'm here for it.
I just like the
Mhm.
fact, like, because we were talking obviously with the comic accuracy, we were also talking about diversity and stuff. I just think that this is such an amazing thing, and I'm so
Me too.
excited to hear more.
And you know, this is just another
I loved it.
illustration of how expansive comic books are. It's like there's multiple Earths, multiple generations, and now we can go into the future and have someone else. It doesn't have to be one set person.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
I
and
would,
look
really,
at
I would
how much-
really love a
how much she
crossover.
brings to it, you know? How much
Yeah.
she brings to this, just the look, she brings so much to it.
I'm a
So, I
sucker
think
for
it's great.
crossover, so if they ever put together
Yeah.
Diana, Nubia, and Yara together, I will cry.
Oh.
And just think of all the girls, like all the little girls who will now have, like, you know, someone who
a
looks
Wonder
like
Woman that looks like them. Yeah,
Nash, if you never cosplay her ever, I will cry.
please,
Yeah.
yes,
I'm
please.
This is like a must. You have to.
There are some plans for the future. No. Oh, I was taken by surprise by her. It's so incredible to see this. I heard there was a Brazilian tribe of Amazonians introduced in the latest Wonder Woman story. I need to catch up on this, but it's so incredible to see this. And she looks so amazing. Did you guys see she's an actress, a Brazilian actress, Joelle Jones inspired her.
Yeah, I saw
By-
that.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, she looks stunning, and Yara Flor looks just like her. I mean, I can't imagine how honored she is right now. To see this, she's making history. It's incredible.
One of the fun things about drawing from the mythology, like the mythology and the reality of the Amazonians as a warrior race, is that there's literally Amazonian warrior women in several different cultures.
Yeah.
So you can really draw from, like, really you can draw from it almost anywhere for any sort of for it to have different representation. I mean, if anyone watched Lovecraft Country, there was they showed the Amazonian women of the Diobe tribe. And
yeah, the history of that, they were like all women, and they were the most savage warriors in their area. Like they fought with knives, like huge, big ass, double-sided knives, and people feared them, you know. And so, if you look them up, they're the most badass women ever.
And they can literally, that's just another so. And there is a mythology for South American Amazons. There's a mythology for Greek Amazons. It's really a really cool thing. But also it leads me into that one thought that more the Amazons are real, because they're everywhere. How did this story get shared from one continent to the other? Like dragons have to be real too.
Of course.
Sorry, I left the building.
That went really quick from like
Amazon. I mean, why not? It's a logical leap.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Well, let's finish on dragons. Let's keep that for the Halloween party, because I feel like that's a good way to start. But yeah, so since we're on a little over 2 hours now, so it's almost time to end. So just a reminder, we have second stream this week, and that's going to be on Saturday on the same time at 7 p.m. It's a Halloween stream. It's going to be longer than the usual, or at least that's the plan. We may just
we're gonna be costumed, we're gonna be chilling. You don't come watch us come hang out with us on the stream. Don't go out and do something stupid, don't social. Well, this way you can socially distance. If you do go out, wear a goddamn mask, wash your freaking hands. I will punch you in the throat if you don't.
Yes. But so if you want, like, we will wear costumes. Well, we want to dress up and all that stuff. If you guys want to dress up too, maybe you can. Maybe we can do something on social media.
What?
You can tag us or something. Go on, Meg.
If you dress up for Halloween and you're watching our stream, post a picture with hashtag League of Mayhem, because I want to see everyone's costumes.
Yes. I like that. Let's do that. We will also announce the giveaway on Saturday. And so bring costumes, bring snacks, bring some fun, and if you want some alcohol, you can bring that too. I'm not gonna judge you. And we're gonna have special stream on Saturday. So, all right.
Sorry. Thank you for coming. That's this League of Mayhem signing off. We're out of here.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.